What's up, everybody? I'm Belz,
and
today we're doing Slime Season 3, Episode 3.
If you guys are new here, consider subscribing. We have the early uncut access to Slime over on our Patreon. The link to that being description below. With that being said, let's jump to episode.
Let's go. Peaceful Days, Episode 51. Oh, Shuna! So... I see. Really? Probably a terrifying one. Oh, really? Few days later, okay. Is Diablo? Oh, that looks cool. Oh, those things look nice.
His personal savings.
Interesting.
To fight.
He wants to fight. He said, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Right. Oh, Gabiru.
Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of them.
Oh, not Gabiru. Gapta. I'm tripping. They all got the G names. Oh, the Beast. Oh, so they're gonna stay here.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They're just gonna be.
Because Millium destroyed their spot.
They're going to different locations.
I remember I was playing the game, the slime game. It's like a gacha, and you have to build the village and get the homes and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
You stopped playing, or?
Yeah, I stopped playing a while ago. Yeah, a very long time ago I stopped playing. Oh, Gabiru, there he is. He's Gabiru.
What is this? An invitation? That's my bestie.
I see. Man, they really, this town, I mean this whole village is
It's doing well.
Yeah, it's so much bigger and so much more developed since the first episode. Crazy.
They have buildings and markets.
He was building that road. Let's get a drink. Relieve that stress. She's here too? Is she also part of the village? Wow. They got training being a bartender? That's interesting.
Bartender.
Because Tempest is like its own country now. I see. So that's what's going on. Mild-mannered, but their nature warlike. Interesting. So there's these beings up there.
Yeah, and they I guess they're dangerous. They're warlike people.
Get weird ideas, right? Gravekeepers. I see. Well, they're still reading manga. The part across the river?
It seems like it is a problem.
Oh, really? So who's across the river?
But how would they like that? That they have to report to Rimuru now?
Yeah, I just think it's just gonna be a hassle for him. He's looking at you
like, you didn't tell me.
Right. Right.
Because they want his protection too, right?
That means he oversees all these people.
A huge responsibility.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to keep everyone in check.
I guess they're gonna have a big welcome party.
Right. So you know what? Season 3 reminds me so much of season 2 right now.
In what ways?
And like, you know, how it's kind of building the season. You know, season 2 is very similar. There was a lot of talking, a lot of character development, story development, which it could get very it could become like an information overload at times, because you're getting so much information from all different places and stuff. And like you know, obviously, plus you have to read all these subtitles, right?
Honestly, I can't really even pay attention to like the actual what's going on, like, you know, the visual. I'm like, my eyes are just stuck on the subtitles,
right?
Because I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, and so there's so many different moving parts. With Benimaru talking about that, and Gabiru and Milim, and now the people across the river, and obviously the angels from last episode, and like, you know, the church and stuff like that. So yeah, but the thing is, you know, I wonder how a lot of people, because I know last season, when season 2 started, I saw a lot of people complaining.
What about
about slime? So it seems like this is going to be a common theme with slime. Seems like they're gonna choose to have a slow building season. You know, they're gonna start off real slow, a lot of talking, a lot of different story development, mainly through characters talking with each other. And you know, a lot of people are not really into that. You know, they wanna see the, you know, stuff progressing. You know, like not per se fights, but you know, they want to see stuff happening on screen. It doesn't have to be a fight. It could be like a, you know, people going places, seeing a new place.
Less dialogue.
Yeah, less dialogue and more like adventure, more, you know, more
I think more adventure is like the right way.
Yeah, more stuff happening on screen to captivate people, to keep people interested, right? But when it becomes like something about like people just talking, that's the thing. Last season I saw a lot of people were complaining about that last season with slime. It seems like this season has started in the same exact way. But as we all know, slime is probably gonna pick up, and you know, the slime characters are awesome, the story is awesome, the action animation is awesome. The action is awesome in here for sure, but we're just not gonna be there yet. It seems like it's gonna be another slow burn, and we're gonna probably wait till maybe next episode, maybe the episode after that. We'll probably get into some real, you know, the season's probably gonna pick up, and we're gonna see some more stuff actually happening on screen, instead of just sitting here and just seeing two people talk all episode or whatever.
I think we'll see that next episode.
Maybe.
You know, because they were just talking about how, you know, all these other creatures are gonna come over, and it's gonna be like a welcome. So I think we'll see more, not necessarily adventure, but more like different characters, familiar faces, and we won't probably have as much dialogue as we did the last 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, I think the first episode was pretty cool. Diablo, seeing Diablo, and there was like some like dialogue, but also stuff was happening. You know, they went to the Falmouth Kingdom. They, you know, Diablo had this thing with these 3 guys.
Yeah.
And like, you know, there was stuff really happening there. Second episode, a lot of talking. This was a really a lot of talking.
Yeah, this episode was.
So I'm not really, you know, I'm not the one complaining. I'm just making an observation that it seems like that we're going down the same path as season 2, and I could already hear the comments. I could already hear people on Twitter going crazy. Oh my gosh, slime is so slow, and I could already see it. But we know it's gonna pay off in the end, and you know, slime is gonna definitely get there at some point. But overall, dope episode. Everyone has a part to play. Okay. And he just destroyed it like it was nothing. Right.
Excuse me?
Oh man, I just had a random thought.
About what?
We'll talk about it later. Really? Different spells? This guy barely be talking. Dubby! Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
それこそリグルドに指摘されてからずっと胃袋の容量も桁違いに増加しているのだ。なので俺はオーラを解放したいとかそんな欲求は一切ないんだ。そろそろどこかでドカーンと発散させたいのだよ。どこかでドカーンなどされて
Bang it out somewhere. This is about to be a problem. About to drop a nuke.
カリブディス級の化け物が生まれてしまうかもしれない。ままならないものだな、人生とは。いや、辛い人生とは。
This man. He gotta really figure out these problems. But he's living like a king. He is a king.
この建設をお前に任せたい。暇な時にコツコツと書いてたミリムたちのための居城さ。
Wow, that's beautiful.
見事に完成させてくれると信じている。気楽な気持ちでやってみないか。しかしこのような大仕事。前なんだって。詳しく聞くから後で俺の執務室に来なさい。これは巧妙な罠だったんすか。ゲルドばかりずるいです。適材適所だよ。お前にも立派な仕事があるだろ。料理ですね。違うっての。
For real.
We know you can't cook.
Gotta kill somebody.
そうだぞシオン。俺がレスの間はしっかりとリムル様をお守りしてくれよ。エドマリスから教育を受けさせています。
ヨウムさんも大変っすね。
今後の状況次第ではやはり裏でこそこそと動き出したようです。
Ah, Diablo's onto him.
早く終わらせたいので。
ピクニックじゃないんだから。
This isn't a picnic for real.
なんだ？レイヒムが？俺のメッセージも渡したんだろ？もしかして無事に届いていないのか？
の首都までは手の者に護送させました。
Right, he was supposed to go explain.
が張られているため、手の者は侵入できませんが、レイヒムが中に入るところまでは確認できております。
イングラシア？2点間の行き来を一瞬で完了できる魔法陣です。
They're about to have instant travel.
Teleportation?
もしかして九時封じに殺されたとか？
いいえ。日向坂口。
俺は前回のことは水に流そう的なメッセージを込めておいた。ディアブロの作戦が失敗することはないと思う。
俺としてはここでシーを消しておきたいところですが。
これは間違いなく連動しており、絵を描いた者がいると考えられます。そしてそれを裏付けるように、クレイマンが黒幕の存在をほのめかした。そいつが今回も関与してくるなら、日向が動く可能性もあるのか。
Yuri.
だが、どうにも腑に落ちない。たのかな？
どういう意味です？
ぶっちゃけて言うとさ、日向が誰かに命じられて動くとは思えないんだよね。
Well, she is.
旦那の言う通りだな。聖騎士団長である日向が言うことを聞く相手は神ルミナスだけだ。ならば今回は西方聖教会が動かないとリムル様。
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, Yuri and Hinata are not really connected like that. But Hinata is taking orders from a demon lord.
それを踏まえた上で、俺とベルドラまでいるテンペストに敵対するほど日向はバカじゃないだろう。だが、それだけではないのかも。様々な思惑が関与している可能性が高まりました。つまり黒幕は一人ではないと。そうか、そう考えれば納得がいく。俺が日向に始末されると期待していたはずだ。日向としては競技を遵守する立場から魔物である俺を見過ごすことはできなかっただろう。ここで裏にいたあの方とやらは激減した戦力の立て直しに忙しいはずだ。それでもなお正面から俺と戦うのだろうか。コク、忘れてはならないのは背後にいるのが複数名である可能性が高いということです。確かにな。そいつらも利害が一致していないせいで足並みが揃わないんじゃないかな。な
るほど。さすがリムル様。そいつらとクレイマンの言うあの方とやらは結託していると。
それはわからん。待ってよ、商人か。
どうかなさいましたか？
戦ってのは金が動くものだし、戦争やってのはどこにでもいる。その商人たちが利益を求めて暗躍するってのも、で、出入りの商人の記録を洗い出してくれ。
Ah, he's gonna connect the merchants to
ハルム
this.
スと取引のある商人をすべて調べ上げろ。
Mm.
心得ました。我が王よ。
ベニマル、援軍を厳選し直してくれ。派手に祭りを開催するから、その準備をしっかりと行ってくれ。
I was hoping we would have seen that this episode.
ギルド、
But they're still like
全力で仕事に励むよ。
Talk
building.
No,
Yeah.
The story's building still.
ガビルはリグルド
Talk no jutsu episode.
Oh man, for real.
Another one.
種族の来訪に備えて、シオンは
He never can figure out what to tell Shion. Yep, just come with
Just
me,
don't send her to
Shion.
the kitchen.
Right, just come with me. Ragnar
Just
too.
protect me.
これでよし。あ、ビルドラはみんなの邪魔をしないように。不安だ。お疲れのようだが。
Got to out her sleep on the meeting.
こうして幹部会は終了したのだった。
What's gonna happen here? These are the different nights.
待たせたわね。
Mm.
それでは始めましょう。
Mm.
They have a meeting as
All
well.
right. I hope next episode we get into some
Oh, this is
stuff.
for next.
All right, guys. Another Talk No Jutsu episode. A lot of character. I mean,
No, but
story
like I think
development.
this was even more than last episode.
Yeah, yeah. But the story's building. You know, slime. They kind of have a I think I said this
A
last
reputation?
episode. No, not a reputation. They have like a they kind of have a way of doing things. Like they have like a formula. Like you could tell there's a formula with slime because last season was exactly the same. I don't remember season 1 being this way. I'm guessing season 1 wasn't like that because obviously it was season 1, and you know Rimuru died in his real world and came. So there was a lot of stuff happening because you know it had to build like that. But season 2 and season 3, there's a formula here. There's a lot of talk no jutsu, you know, a lot of story building in the first few episodes, and then stuff we're gonna start picking up. And I'm not just talking about like action. People are gonna be like, oh, you just want to see action. It's not about just seeing fights and animation stuff like that. It's about like, you know, we've been in a room predominantly for the last few episodes, like just a meeting room, just talking, which is fine. But it's been a lot of talking in a meeting room.
We want to walk out.
Yeah, like just walk out the meeting room. We've been in the meeting room forever. Let's just walk out the meeting room.
You know, we want to have an
yeah,
adventure.
Adventure, you know, stuff like that, which is fine. You know, but I know some people. I'm cool with watching it because I know what to expect with slime. I know this formula. I know that there's great things coming up, and I'm willing to wait for it. But I know some people are gonna watch this and go like Gapta. They're gonna be like Gapta in the room, like just sleep, bro.
But
so
I also think that like even though these episodes are fine, it's like, do people want to watch a reaction to an episode like this?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I think that you guys probably, like, if you guys watch this episode before you watch the reaction, you guys are probably gonna be like, yeah, we'll tune in next week because there wasn't really much of like
correct
of reaction, if that makes sense.
Reaction
so, like,
worthy things, yeah.
Yeah, and I totally get that.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know,
I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna consolidate these episodes, and I'm just gonna release it with like an episode that actually
like,
is worth
I don't
the
know
reaction.
if you guys think that like even just having like hype episodes go up too. I'm not opposed to that.
No, I think because people still want to see the storyline develop. Because some people don't watch the episode; they watch it with us as well.
Okay.
So, but yeah, no. So yeah, next few episodes should be very interesting because of Hinata is going to be involved. She seems to she's gonna make a move here, and it seems like Rimuru is gonna make a move as well.
Yeah.
Specifically with these merchants, but the different factions at play that Rimuru was hinting at. Obviously, Yuri's part of it. The demon lord that Hinata actually takes orders from is part of it, but also what were they called, the things that they said that would come down, the flying bugs or the angels? Did they call them angels?
I think they this was like last episode or two episodes ago. Yeah, I think they were angels.
Yeah, so those angels or whatever, those are the ones that I think that Rimuru's kind of not completely understanding what exactly, because everybody has an agenda, but the main agenda, it's being done this way because people don't recognize the monsters because if the monsters start developing and everything, those angels are gonna come down. So those angels that were mentioned a few episodes ago, that's the thing that Rimuru is not seeing, I think, because Rimuru is unaware of these angels. Because we just learned about that. We just learned about angels a few episodes ago from one of the vampires and Hinata and everything. So when Rimuru finds out about those angels and how the angels might be against monsters, period. So that's gonna be interesting dynamic there.
I'm interested in that, like the angels, like how are they gonna play a part in the story? I want to see how they even look, because
they were called angels, right? I know he called them flying bugs, but I think he did say angels, right?
Yeah, angels.
I see. So it was the angels. The angels are about to act. Yeah. So
so I want to see how they play a part in the story, how they're gonna look, what Rimuru is gonna think about the angels, because he's not aware of them as of right now. So yeah, I want to see how that develops.
For sure. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. All right, episode 53, meeting of both sides. Man. Whoo! I needed to pause it there because I've been hearing some spicy talks about slime lately on Twitter. And this episode is called Meeting of Both Sides. Here we go again. So
another meeting episode.
Obviously, as you guys know, and this video is probably gonna come on YouTube. This is a common theme with slime now. It seems like this is their formula that we get into these meeting things. We get into a whole bunch of meetings, a whole bunch of talk no jutsu, and then we get into the action. Because last season, that's basically what happened. We had like 6 or 7 episodes of them talking at one table, one area the whole time, and then we move forward. But I saw some interesting thing on Twitter. People were saying that there should be better ways of doing this for people to digest the information, and I do agree, because it's not that people just want action, it's just people want interesting things happening on scene. You could give the information while people are walking somewhere or something, like just have some movement. But like just sitting here the whole time being in one area and just people just yapping, it's kind of like, let's go, let's do something. I'm trying to watch something, so
it's just like, it's just the same room. Maybe like a different location would help a little bit, but it is what it is.
And people were saying, because I think people were comparing Mushoku and slime, saying how Mushoku, there's not really a lot of action happening in Mushoku right now, but it's still more interesting to watch right now because stuff is happening, different things, characters coming here, so and obviously I enjoy slime more than I think I enjoy Mushoku when it comes to like stuff I enjoy in anime. But slime does have these, specifically with last season and this season, it seems like they have a formula that's I don't know, it's a weird formula, because I don't know how many people are just gonna stick around for that. But people are probably just gonna come back when the stuff gets action comes back. But let's go ahead and just play this episode, and probably gonna be another meeting one.
Probably it will be.
Right. Let's get started. Well, this is interesting though, because these are new characters right here. Oh, hold up. What's this guy's name? Master Rook. Blue Sky Sare. Interesting. Okay. So these are the knights at the church that Hinata is overlooking. I'm guessing is the leader of. Very interesting.
Master Rook.
Master Rook, Blue Sky.
Oh, that's all Master Rook. Yeah. So Raging Sea, Glenda.
Huh. Go back again and see what this guy's talking about. This guy's a different rank. He's a paladin of light. Interesting. Reynard. I'm liking these new characters. Looking cool. Paladin of air. He's here. Uh-oh. Death wish.
Never mind.
それよりもベルドラだ。今のところ暴れ出す気配がないようだが。
魔獣が出没する気配などもありませんでした。魔王リムルが人との友好を望んでいるというのは嘘ではなさそうです。その存在を確認できませんでした。報告は以上です。
Interesting. So they got intel.
となると、ベルドラが復活したというのはやはり間違い。
信託は絶対よ。
A lot of still
という
shots.
感じで、イングラシア王国内は平穏そのものでした。今後はますますイングラシアの勢力が力を持ち。
Ingratia. Interesting.
ありがとう。
ファルムス王国のエドマリス王は退位して、一見平和裏に上位は完了している。でもね、僕としては内乱が起きる前兆じゃないかと睨んでいる。
A civil war.
でも、そこに魔王リムルの意志が介在しているかどうか判断するには情報が足りない。評議会の重鎮に自由組合の幹部、それに東の商人たち。
Merchants from the east.
僕の部下にも接触を図ろうとしたようだね。
戦争賠償を支払う意思はない。
He has no intention of paying reparations.
それを許す魔王などいないでしょうし、リムルがそれを想定しないほどのバカだとは思えない。
つまり全ては魔王リムルの計画のうち。
そうね。あの時、エドワルド王は東の商人に接触したのね。
Right.
商人が何か不審な動きをしていなかった。
It's probably the clowns.
今は魔王リムルの思惑について。
いいから答えなさい。そう。あたいの知る限り、特に怪しい動きはなかったさね。
I wonder if Yuri.
そんなに気になるってなら、もう一度きっちりと調べてみるさね。
Yeah.
お願いするわ。決して油断しないように。舐められたものだわ。さて、これで諸君にも現状が理解できたと思う。
はい。こうなると、生存者だったレイヒム大司教から話を聞きたいな。戦場で何が起きたのか気になるね。
神ルミナスより信託が降りた。故に魔王リムルに手出しするのはまかりなら。
Right.
だそうよ。皆も心するように。我々は魔王とはことを構えないものとします。
まさかファルムスでの魔王リムルの暗躍を放置せよと。
確かに魔王はアンタッチャブルだけど、それは表向きの話だろ。
魔王に好き勝手させるわけにはいかん。
信託は絶対よ。逆らうことは許さない。それにファルムスを放置するというのも的外れ。あの国で起こるのは内乱なの。細心の注意を払いなさい。
それでは魔王リムルの行動を。
だから全ては私の独断だったと言い張るつもりよ。ひなた様。
She took responsibility for all of it.
安心しなさい。おそらく彼はこちらとの戦いまでは望まないでしょう。それに元は私と同じく異世界人だったそうよ。
異世界人だったなんて。
Otherworlder.
冗談だろ。
向こうで死んでこっちでスライムに生まれ変わったそうよ。多分あれは本当の話だったのね。今となっては少しだけ彼に。
Oh, wait. Did we know that Hinata was also an otherworlder? I guess we did know, right?
I think we did at a certain. I think we did
because we know what's her name.
But maybe this is the first time everyone else is hearing about it.
No, I think they're hearing that Rimuru is also otherworlder, which is what she just said right now. But I don't remember if she's. I guess she was. I guess she was. Okay. Yeah, you say he died and reincarnated here as a slime. So. Okay, so Hinata is an otherworlder. I forgot about that.
今となっては少しだけ彼に悪いことをしたと思うわ。東の商人にね。彼らから魔物が人に化け、そしてその魔物リムルこそが私の恩師の仇だってね。だから私は迷わずに断罪を決行したのよ。ともかく一度
I see.
必要なら謝罪も辞さないつもりよ。リムルはかなりのお人よしだというし、実際にあった感触もそんな感じだった。
That's true.
Right.
いい話でしょうけど。
I feel like Rimuru is very understanding.
Of course. I think Rimuru will definitely hear her out. He won't do anything crazy. Oh, this is who Diablo sent to speak to them.
Let's see.
Right. Oh, he's Reihim. Okay. The heck is going on here? Who the hell is this?
Not sure. It has been a long time.
Who?
What is...
Of the seven luminaries. Interesting.
断るごとに邪魔しに来る老害でしかない。厄介ね。今回はおとなしく話をまとめなければならないのに。情報を持ち帰ったのであろう。我らも興味があるのだよ。
Oh, this is interesting because this guy is being controlled by Diablo.
私は愚かでした。そんなバカな、一体何が起きておるというのだ。あれは正真正銘の魔王です。我らの手で新たなる魔王を誕生させてしまったのです。その生き残った者たちがその瞬間に死んだのです。助かったのは私とラーゼン殿とエドマリス王のみ。
They're like, yo, who is this guy we're dealing with? Yep.
その通りだろうね。伝承にある二人の大魔王と同じように大量の魂を得た可能性が高い。
紛れもない脅威。このまま魔王。
What do you mean? Y'all attacked his people first. Well, Famo attacked his people first. Wait, Rimuru sent that?
Supposedly. It didn't really sound like him though.
おいおい。君は剣の腕は確かだが、頭の方には問題があるようだね。
なんだと？
西側諸国を巻き込んだ大戦となるかもしれません。どうしたものかしら。不自然ね。わざわざこんなタイミングで。
Right.
それに、どうしてアーズはレイヒムが伝言を預かっている？
Yeah, something weird is playing out here, bro.
どの道相手から指名された以上、私が出向くしか。
Yeah, go see for yourself.
魔王リムルに害がある以上、日向様が出向く必要など。
They're giving her a weapon?
Ooh,
oh.
Sword.
Okay. Dragon Buster. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want. The sword will protect you. These guys look sketchy, man.
Yeah.
Sketchy. All right. Okay, things are progressing. I like this episode. This episode is the best episode so far. From the last few ones.
They're following her. That's, yeah, because that just goes to show that that message that she received from Rimuru was not true.
Boy, my message didn't work.
Yeah, maybe it would. Maybe the
altered.
message was
altered. Yeah.
Because he was even saying like, "Oh, is she here?"
Oh. So someone took control of his body. It was. Wow, bro. Damn. Wow, bro. Wow.
Yeah, that message.
I wonder if Yuri's behind all that, all this thing, all these things happening right now.
That message was definitely altered because even Rimuru was like, "Oh, is she coming over here intending to kill us or to fight us?" And in that message, he fight her. You know, he's like, "Oh, 1-on-1." So yeah, something's definitely up. And I'm glad that Hinata's actually coming to talk to Rimuru.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I don't think Rimuru would have sent that.
No.
You know. Yeah. I don't think Rimuru would have sent that. So. Yeah, the message is probably altered for sure. Because I'm trying to go.
Think so.
I'm trying to go back and see if Rimuru actually said that. Because a whole bunch of talk no jutsu these last 2 episodes. So
no, because he was even surprised that like he was questioning like, is she coming here to fight us?
Right.
Like if he would have sent that message, that wouldn't have been like a surprise for him.
Right. Yeah. That's.
And even like
that is kind of
that
odd.
Message, like he looked weird.
Yeah,
like, it didn't really look like.
I would have thought that Rimuru would have said different things. But yeah, guys. So you know what? This episode was actually the best episode the last few. I gotta say from the last few episodes because I feel like we got introduced to new characters this episode. Even though I think 2 episodes ago we heard about angels and stuff like that. We learned about Hinata and how she's serving as demon lord and everything. And I feel like this level was kind of on par with that. We met like the other knights that Hinata is overseeing, and these like well, three of them showed up, but like these luminous beings that there's supposed to be 7 of them, and they're the ones that actually taught Hinata how to really fight and different stuff like that. But yeah, I wonder what kind of ranking structure, like power scaling wise, where I would rank these beings. But it does seem like maybe Hinata is aware of their ways and like what they're trying to achieve here.
Because they're trying to manipulate her. Like, oh, here's a sword.
Yeah, they probably just want to get rid of obviously Veldora.
Yeah, and then she even said possibly even her, like they would just kill each other off.
Right. Yeah, so we'll see what their ultimate goal is, and obviously they spoke about these angels as well, and I wonder if these if one or a few of these angels are aware of whatever's transpiring here, and maybe they want this to happen as well. But we'll see, man, because Rimuru becoming obviously becoming a demon lord and also trying to have these monsters and creatures be civilized and actually create his own kingdom and all that stuff is not looked upon with favor by these higher ranking beings. So and obviously Rimuru is a demon lord, and so can these guys even hurt Rimuru really? Maybe these angels that they speak about, but I don't even know. We don't know much. I don't know about these luminous beings. I don't think they could do anything, but maybe these angels, whenever they decide to come down, maybe that's going to be a real issue. But but what was interesting is like how they compared Rimuru to Milim and Guy, and how like Rimuru is on his path to becoming on that level. So that should tell you how strong Rimuru really is. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I think I was reading some comments here. It seems like this is probably going to be the last Talk No Jutsu episode, and next episode is probably going to be we're probably really gonna get into like this season, and some real stuff is gonna start happening. And I'm excited, man. Slime is awesome, and I'm hopefully you guys are excited as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. Link in the description below.
Definitely, guys. See you guys later. Show us out.